Hi, everyone. It is Hillary here for Healing from Within. I will be sharing some practices with you today, specifically for the summer season that we're going to be entering into soon. So, these breathing practices that I will guide are specifically geared towards calming and cooling. So, according to Ayurveda, which is a very ancient mind body system from India, the summer season is, as we know, hot, but also it can be intense in nature. And so we bring in practices that will help us to counteract or to balance the qualities that are present. So if the summer is very hot and intense, we want to bring in some practices that can help us to cool and to calm. So I'll be doing, again, some breathing practices that are specifically geared towards that. But as always, if anything that I offer is not feeling right in your mind and your body today, please choose something else that might feel better or sit it out entirely. Whatever feels good to you. So find a comfortable place to sit or to stand. And we'll take a few moments just to get kind of settled before we begin with our breathing practices. So if it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes or you can soften your gaze, whatever feels better. All right. So inviting your attention inward. Imagine mentally stepping away from any thoughts, emotions, experiences that are taking you away from this present moment. Inviting yourself to the best of your ability to be present here in the moment, in your body, in your space for the duration of this practice. Noticing what's present for you right now. Feeling into your physical body, your energetic body, your emotional and mental bodies. And just taking a quick inventory so that we can, one, see how this practice affects us, noticing how where we're beginning, using that to compare at the end to how we feel after, but also seeing if there's anything that's present for you now that you'd like to make some room for. So if you know that you need to be a little extra kind with yourself today because of some sort of experience that's present, and how can you be gentle with yourself? How can you care for yourself in the ways that you need to be cared for? Right? So just whatever is coming up, observing, seeing if you might need to make space for it within the practice, and then allowing that to drop from your awareness, shifting your focus to your breathing. We'll begin with a few rounds of simple belly breathing. So, starting by just breathing in and out through the nose. Maybe placing a hand on your belly if that would help you to connect. And breathing in, let your belly expand. Breathing out, belly contract. So, pushing all the breath out and pulling your belly button towards your spine. Good. Again, big breath in, filling the belly. Big breath out, relaxing the belly, releasing the breath. Good. Again, breath in and breath out. Just noticing what it feels like to breathe in this way. Does it feel natural? Does it feel unnatural? Is it how you normally breathe? Is it not? No judgments for whatever you see, whatever you notice, but just observing. Take 3 more breaths, just like that. Inhaling, filling the belly. Exhale, emptying the belly. Twice more. And after each breath practice, we'll take a moment to pause and just see how that feels. Notice any shifts or any changes. Observe how that was for you. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Whatever your truth is exactly as it should be. All right. So from there, we'll add on and we'll move into a 3-part yogic breath. So you can keep your eyes closed, you can open them, whatever feels better to you. And again, you could use your hands if that was a helpful tool the first time around, or you just want to try it out. You could place your hands on your belly. You could place your hands wrapped around your ribs. You could place your hands up on your collarbones. You could move them, excuse me, you could move them around, from place to place as you breathe, or just keep them in one spot, whatever feels good for you. So when you're ready, inhaling, filling belly, ribs, and chest. And then exhaling, chest, ribs, and belly. So let's do that again. Inhaling, the belly fills. And then rising up, letting the ribs expand all the way up to the collarbones. The collarbones lift. Exhale, the collarbones fall, the ribs hug in, and the navel draws towards the spine. Right. So it's just like the belly breathing that we did, except from there, we're going to imagine we could fill the entire torso with breath. So it starts down at the belly, and then you feel the mid torso all the way up to the upper torso and the chest. The chest will lift, and then you go all the way back down. I almost imagine it like a waterfall kind of trickle effect down from the very top down to the belly. So let's do a few rounds of those together. Again, eyes open or eyes closed, whatever feels good for you. Inhaling, filling belly, ribs, and chest. Exhaling, chest, ribs, and belly. Take a few rounds at your own pace. About 3 more, just like that. And after you complete that third exhale, again, just pause, return to your normal, natural breath, and notice what it feels like. Notice if there's any echo, any after effect from that practice. And then from there, we'll move on to a breath called alternate nostril breathing. So, alternate nostril breathing is a way of directing the breath in and out through each nostril. So, we block off one nostril, invite the breath through one, and then we block off the opposite nostril and we breathe out through the other. And in doing so, we're activating different sides of the brain. We're also working with our internal energy system, as we have kind of one pathway in the body that leads to one nostril, one pathway in the body that leads to another. And each pathway has different qualities. So one is more energizing, one is more calming. So right now, we're going to do this breath that works with shifting back and forth between both sides. But then in a little while, we'll shift over to a different one, which will work specifically with the left nostril, as that nostril is said to be more calming and more cooling. But in general, the when we work in this way and we shift back and forth between both sides, it helps to bring a sense of balance. So we'll experience that first, and then after a little while, we'll move and we'll try the other one. So for this one, there is a hand position It looks like this. Now, this isn't totally comfortable for everybody. So the hand position is not what matters so much here. So if you want, you can practice this, and this is just the middle finger and the pointer finger drawn into your palm, and the ring and the pinky and the thumb extended. Now, if that doesn't feel good, it doesn't always feel good on my hand, you can shift and you can do pinky and thumb, or you can literally just do your put your fingers, pointer and thumb. All right. So go ahead and just take a cleansing breath in and out. Good. And we'll block the right nostril. We'll inhale through the left. The top of the inhale, we'll close off the left and we'll exhale through the right. Then we'll inhale through the right. Close right and exhale left. Inhale left. Close left and exhale right. Inhale right. Close right and exhale left. Inhale left. Close left and exhale right. Inhale right. Close right and exhale left. Again, inhaling left. Close left and exhale right. Inhale right. Close right and exhale left. 2, 3 more at your own pace. And then after completing those 3, you can release your hand down. And again, just take a moment to check in. What was that like for you? Was it comfortable? Did it feel complicated? Did it feel easeful, challenging? And then do you notice any shifts in how you feel? Physically, mentally, energetically? Anything feel different? So, as I mentioned before, we can work with just the left nostril to create a stronger sense of calm and relaxation. So, for this breath, it'll be very similar, same hand position and everything, but what we'll do is we'll just inhale through the left and exhale out through the right. And we'll start back over on the left side. Inhale left, exhale out through the right. This can also be done by just breathing in and out through the left nostril. So sometimes people teach it in this way, breathing just in and out through the left. Sometimes people teach it breathing in left and out the right. So we're going to do in through the left and out through the right. So finding the hand position that feels comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in, a full cleansing breath in, full cleansing breath out. And then find your comfortable hand position, block off the right and breathe in through the left. Close left, exhale right. And we'll close the right, inhale through the left. Close left, exhale right. Close right, inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Good, just keep moving side to side. Always inhaling left and always exhaling right. Let's do three more. And after the third, you can release your hands down and just notice how that feels. Feel any different in your mind, in your body? Did you like it? Did you not like it? And then we'll move on to a two types of breathing that are said to be very cooling. So there's two ways. They're two slightly different breathing techniques, but really they have the same goal, which is to cool the body. So the first way involves breathing in through a curled tongue, and not everybody can curl their tongue, so it looks like this. And breathing out through the nose. Now, if you cannot do that one, then you can do a different breath that involves breathing in and out through the teeth. So you separate the lips and connect the teeth, and you breathe in like this. So you can breathe in through the teeth and out through the nose. So decide which one will feel better for you. I know they kind of look a little funny, but you can either breathe in through the tongue or breathe in through the teeth. And we'll do 10 breaths like that together. So pick your style, your method, and then we'll begin. Let's do five more. Once you've finished your 10 rounds, again, you can release, return to your natural way of breathing, whatever comes most comfortably to you. And notice how that one felt. Was it hard? Was it easy? Did it have a cooling effect? Do you feel any cooler? Good. And when you decide, not decide, when you are done reflecting, uh, you can prepare for the next technique. So for our next breath, we'll be doing a breathing technique called Brahmari breath, which is bee breath. And for bee breath, it's really about creating almost like this internal oasis. It's creating this really nice space within the mind. So, if you ever have a hard time calming your mind, calming down, experiencing that kind of stillness, this is a really great breath that can help to kind of create that space for you. So, if you've ever done this type of breathing before, there's a couple different ways. One way is to put hands over your face, but we're not going to do that one today because that's warming and, to have your hands on your face like that might not be comfortable for everybody. So, the other way to do this is that instead you take your fingers and you press this little part of your ear to cover your ears so that you can't hear. So part of the experience here is kind of blocking out the external sounds and really tuning into your internal experience. So we inhale and we have the ears closed, and then we exhale with a hum. So it'll look like this. Mm. So you just kind of hum for as long as you can. So breathing out for as long as you comfortably can. And notice. Notice the vibration, the sound inside. What does it feel like? So we're going to do 5 of these and then check in. Okay. So closing the eyes if that feels comfortable, maybe not. If it feels comfortable, blocking off the ears. Take a deep breath in and then begin. Mm, 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 mm. And then after 5, you can release your hands down. And then really notice, feel the effects of that breathing practice. Good. So, again, just checking in. Part of the reason why we do this check in is so that in the future we have this um, almost like this little inventory of practices that we know that we can use for different things, right? So if you found that that one was really helpful for calming the mind, and you took a moment to notice that and kind of make a mental note of it, then you can always come back if you're feeling like you can't calm down or if you can't create that stillness in the mind. You can come back and use that breath again. So same thing with all these other ones that we've tried. If one was particularly cooling, then you know that it's there, and when you need it, you can come back to it and use it in a way that will help you, right? So really just helpful to check in and to take note. So I want to end with just another couple of rounds of 3-part breath, just to kind of bring us back to a neutral balancing breath um, that is really wonderful for calming, but also it can be it can help us to feel more awake as well because it does help us to take in fuller, deeper breaths and get more oxygen moving through the body. So whether you need, whether you want to leave this session feeling more energized or more calm, either way, this is a good one. And it also is just a great way to breathe for the lungs, help us to get the fullest breath possible, which we can um, we could always use more of that. So if you'd like to have your hands on your body, feel free. You can place your hands on your belly, your ribs, or your chest, or you can just let your hands rest in your lap. All right, we'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly, the ribs, and the chest. And then exhaling chest, ribs, and belly. Inhaling belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling chest, ribs, belly. Let's do 3 more of those. And after that 3rd exhale, let your breath return to normal. Close your eyes or soften your gaze if you haven't already. Remember how you felt when we began. Remember what was present in each layer of the body: physical, energetic, emotional, mental. And then compare that to how you feel now. Checking back in with each layer. Notice any shifts, any changes. Let go of any judgment that might arise, any labels, whether a technique was good or bad. Just allow it all to be. Letting your experience be exactly as it is, trusting that is exactly how it was supposed to be. And let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it with a sigh. And then when you're ready, you can lift your gaze or blink your eyes open. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope these breathing practices have been helpful, and I hope that they come in handy with the hotter days ahead. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care.